Hello Year 1, this is our starter for maths today. I was talking to one of our Year 1 children about how to do problems like this, where we've got a missing number. So we're going to have a look at this together and some strategies. So we've got 9 take away something is 4. So remember when we're subtracting, minusing, taking away, we'll think about our starting number, we'll remove some of them and see what's left. So we know that we're starting with 9, but we need to take away so many, so we're left with 4. Let's see what that might look like. Go take away 1. There's not 4 left yet. Okay, so that leaves us with 6 left. And that leaves us with 4 left. So let's see how many we had to take away to get left with 4. 3 and a 2. I know that is 5. So that's one way you could do this, knowing practically taking away the counters until you're left with the right amount. This is how many we took away. This is how many were left. Let's look at that in a part-whole model. So if 9 is our total, we can think about 9 as being made up of a 4 and a 5. Let's show that on here. We can see that we can make a 4 and a 5 out of 9. It's a bit of a squeeze. I'm going to put these over here. So I can see my 9. We call this our part-whole diagram. This is the whole. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So our parts, we can show that as a 4 and a 5. And we can use that to write all kinds of different questions. So we could say that 9 is the same as 4 plus 5. We can say that 5 plus 4 equals 9. We could also show the subtractions we've been looking at. 9 take away 4 equals 5. 9 take away 5 equals 4. And all of those are correct. So we need that understanding that we can picture the number 9. We can make it out of that 4 and 5, and that can help us to then quickly find those missing number facts. So that's just a warm up today, ready for our maths lesson. We're going to look at adding equal groups now. So here we can see that we've got 3 equal groups. Each of these bunches of cherries, we've got 2, 2, 2. Now, when we start to look at multiplying, we can think of it as very much like adding. We're adding the 2, a 2, and a 2. And 2 3s are 6. There we go. So we've got 3 groups of 2 cherries. 2 plus 2 plus 2 is 6. 3 2s are 6. These are all different ways of thinking about the same problem. Here, we've got groups of donuts. So this time they've been grouped into 2s. So we've got a 2, a 2, a 2, a 2, and a 2. So there are 10 donuts altogether. There are 5 groups of 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 groups, and each group has got 2 donuts. So 5 lots of 2 is the same as 10. 5 2s are 10. We can also say 5 times 2 is 10. And here, so we've got groups of 4 groups of 5 pencils. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Each group has got 5 pencils. Group 1, Group 2, Group 3, Group 4. If we added all those together, we'd get 20. But we can also say 5, 10, 15, 20. We can count up in our groups of 5. 4 lots of 5 is 20. 4 times 5 is 20. And here, in our fish tanks, 10 plus 10 is 20. So we've got 2 groups of 10 fish, a 10 and a 10. And we did a lot of counting in tens earlier in the week. 10, 20. If we carried on, it'd be 30, 40. We're stopping at 20. So we're looking at equal groups. So this is a multiplication skill of adding before you get used to getting your multiplication facts really quickly. 2 times 10 is 20. 10 and 10 is 20. And here, so we've got groups of 10 apples, 10, 20, 30, 40. There were 4 groups of 10 apples. This is equivalent. I should have explained this word earlier. It means the same as. Equivalent means the same as. So when we write our equal sign, you can hear equal and equivalent have got a very similar start. So 4 groups of 10 is equivalent to 40. It is the same. And here is a reasoning problem for us to do. Kat and Asher are making equal groups of donuts. It says we need 1 more group to make 40. We need 10 more donuts to make 40. And we have to say who we agree with and why. So let's look at that again. So here with the pictures, we've got 10, 20, 30. Kat says we need 1 more group to make 40. Have a think if you agree. And let's check Asher's. We need 10 more donuts to make 40. 10, 20, 30 plus another 10. Now, this was a bit of a trick, this one, because actually both of them are correct. Adding 1 more group was the same as adding 10 donuts. 1 more group of 10 is the same as adding 10 more donuts. Let's have a look at the activities that you've got to do today. Okay, now I'm going to read the activities out to you so that you know what to do, and there will be an answer video as well so that you can mark your own work. So for this activity, this says complete the sentences. There are something apples in each bag. Here, there are bags. So you need to write numbers in these. How many apples in each bag? How many bags? There are, you need to write a number. How many equal groups of something? So it could be there are 2 equal groups of 3. There are 4 equal groups of 5. Make sure you've looked at the example above and written the correct numbers in. There are something apples all together. Then you're going to show how you could write all these addition questions in to find out the answer, because we're thinking about how we can add the apples is our first step to understanding multiplying. And here we've got how many sweets are there. So you need to write an addition that shows how you could work out how many all together, and then putting your answer just here. There are something sweets. And here, for how many marbles there are, 10, 10, 10. You need to show that as, we call it repeated addition, adding, adding, adding again, and the answer there are so many marbles. And the candles one is very similar, but you need to write how many candles at the bottom. Although these say counters, you can use any small objects in your house. Use counters to show the equal groups, complete the number sentences. So it is very good to see all these different things visually, because if you can do that when you get to harder problems, you'll have some good strategies to use. And last of all, I'll read this one out. There are 7 equal groups of 5 counters. How many counters are there all together? There are, and you need to write here a number, how many counters all together. And there'll be a separate answer sheet for this, so I'm just going to read out the problems. Remember to play back if you need to hear it again. Number 1, I have 6 bags of 5 apples. I eat 2 apples. How many apples do I have left? Number 2, it is Sam's 9th birthday. Candles come in packs of 5. How many packs do I need to buy for her birthday cake? 3, a group of 6 friends share some strawberries. They eat 4 each and there are 2 left over. How many did they have to start with? Question 4, a group of children share, or we should say, I'm going to correct that now, share 23 sweets. They have 5 each and 3 are left over. How many children are there? And there is one more sheet as well. So this might be good if you haven't quite got the hang of the first sheet. You could have a look at matching up these pictures to their repeated addition, adding the equal groups together. If you don't have a printer, you can always think about these as question 1, question 2, and then just write the repeated addition in your book. So that's an extra activity if you think you needed a little bit more support with this.